Lads, the Chicago Sky are, for lack of a better way to describe it, they are bordering on an embarrassment to the sport of basketball. Like, it's that bad. It's that bad with the Sky that I would consider embarrassment to the sport of basketball to be a okay way to describe them. Like, I understand they were missing a lot of their players, but like, I'm sorry, if Cardoso is who people say she is, they don't lose like this. And it's not about losing, it's about losing like this. Look, I don't know whether or not it's worth keeping Maddie Westbeld around. I don't know whether or not it's worth it. I think she had a really bad super senior season in Notre Dame. Yes, she would have been a first round pick in 2024. She came in injured. Yes, she absolutely would have been like taken higher, but she had a horrible last year in college. She is not looking like a WNBA player. Like, that's not saying she never will be. Her sister didn't make it to the WNBA until this year at 29 years old, and she's killing it. She's absolutely killing it. So I'm not saying, oh, she'll never be a WNBA player. I'm saying on the 25th of July, 2025, she is not a WNBA player. Hailey Van Lith. Look, Hailey Van Lith is barely a WNBA player. Barely. I don't think she makes half the rosters in the league. I don't think she's great. Rachel Banham. I was watching the game. Again, Rachel Banham has had some of her games. She's not a point guard. She's doing what she can do. E-Will is a really, really good backup big. I think E-Will is fine, but like look, Cardoso is not. Like, I'm just so sick of people using the word if on Kamilla Cardoso. She got swatted by, I know it, like, small players swat tall players all the time. She got swatted by Skylar Diggins. Like, what are we doing? Like, she's also older than Leah Boston. Like, she's 24. She's not young. Or she's not super duper young. Like, you normally hit your prime in around 25, 26. And like, she is a negative basketball player. Like, when she's not there, the team functions. Like, she is irrelevant to whether this team wins or loses. Absolutely irrelevant. Like, when she wasn't there, and it was E-Will and Angel holding it down, they were better. They were better when she wasn't there. When Angel's not there, it just doesn't function. And I understand Ariel Atkins is a huge loss too. But like, Michaela Onyenwere, I know she's a starter. She's not good enough. Or sorry, she's not that good. And I get it, Salut's injured. But like, they were looking okay. When Ariel Atkins was killing it, when Angel was killing it, they looked okay. And like, even against the Lynx, they look good for they look good for a quarter with Angel Reese. And look, I think Angel Reese is a really solid player. But if Angel Reese is your best player, your team stinks. No offense. That's not a knock on Angel Reese. I think Angel Reese, if she's the third best player in your team, you're a damn good team. If she's the fourth best player in your team, heck, you might win a championship. Like, if she happened to be drafted by the Lynx, and you look at that Lynx team and you're like, where would you rank Angel Reese? Let's be real, Angel would have 100% fought her way into the starting lineup by now over Bridget Carleton, as much as I like Carleton. But like, she's the fifth option in offense on that team, and it's just going to be a defensive menace at the four. She'd be ridiculously good. She'd be an insane, and she would be a winner. The problem is that obviously with her as one of the first options, your team's never going to be good. And then the Seattle Storm. Now, Dominique Malonga had 14 and 10. 14, 10, 2 blocks, 3 assists. Like, Dominique Malonga is a kid. Malonga is a kid. Like, it literally, like, she made history. She's the youngest player to have a double-double at 19 years old. And again, I don't think that matters too much. And I saw one post being like, she's the youngest player to have a double-double, breaking Caitlin Clark's record. There is no way that Caitlin Clark held the record. There's actually no way. Like, I saw this tweet here. There is no way that the record was held by Caitlin Clark and not Lauren Jackson. Lauren Jackson won an MVP and she was younger than Caitlin Clark was for her debut. There's no way Lauren Jackson, a center, had no double-doubles. I think Caitlin Clark's the youngest to have a triple-double, maybe. But, like, Malonga is... Like, look, Malonga's legit. She's going to be legit. She is... Sky is the limit for Malonga. Sky absolutely is the limit. Like, she could be the greatest to ever play. Like, she's raw right now, but, like, there is a world where Malonga is the greatest to ever play. But at the end of the day, like, Mackenzie Holmes is playing 5 minutes. Zaya Cook is playing minutes. Alicia Clark, fine. Like, you let Alicia Clark score. And if you guys don't know what I mean, just look at Alicia Clark's game logs. 0, 0, 0, 0. They're paying her nearly a max contract, by the way. They're paying her a lot of money. But you let Alicia Clark score. You know you're bad when you let Alicia Clark score on you. Wheeler hooping with 13 and 23 minutes. Skylar Diggins with 21 and 24. Malonga with almost a point a minute. Lexi Brown with almost a point a minute. Gabby Williams not scoring that much. But, like, this team, like, they literally just... And by the way, they crumble with Angel as well. Like, this is not like this team crumbles without Angel. The difference is that they can sometimes hang. Is that Angel Reese's effort or rebounding, they can sometimes hang. And one thing they've been very good at is beating bad teams. Like, the Sky are 3-0 against the Wings. The Sky have beaten... they beat the Sparks 2 out of 3 times. They beat the Sun every time. Like, they have absolutely been good when it comes to beating the bad teams around them. And they've been just terrible against the good teams. They've won. Again, and the Sky have one win over 500 against a team over 500 since July the 18th last year. In the last calendar year, they have one win against a team above 500. And I think that's 40 games. They have one win. And it was against the Minnesota Lynx. In a game where, and again, they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're 1-3, went 1-3 against the Lynx. And the Lynx just, and look, Angel Reese most definitely has just something on the Fisa Collier. Like, she really steps up her game. And look, I'm not absolutely like Rachel Bannum saying it felt gross. Probably how you guys look at it. We're just not consistent. It feels gross. This is gross basketball, and we know that. Like, they are having, the Chicago Sky have had four 40-point blowouts. Like, it's crazy. Like, it was half empty. Fans were leaving during the game. And that's at least one thing I will always give the Fever credit for, is that even the Fever fight. The Fever fight, like, we're not questioning the Indiana Fever. Let's just be honest, let's say the Fever against the Liberty. The Liberty killed the Fever in this game. We didn't come out of this without Caitlin Clark. We came out of this being like, look, the Liberty were better. I clicked on the wrong thing. But the Liberty were just way better than the Fever. This game right here. The Liberty were just way better than the Fever. You come out of that game with that logic. It was over. But at least the Fever fought till the end. They tried to make it respectable. They fought. And that's just not happening with the Sky. And I don't know whose fault that is. I don't know if that's the coach's fault. I think that, in my opinion, I think that the Tyler Marsh and Chris Koklanes are good basketball coaches. Actually, no. Chris Koklanes is a motivational speaker. I think Tyler Marsh is a really good basketball mind. I think he gets the sport. I think he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. I think his game plans are good. I think being a head coach is sometimes not just about that. It's about being a motivator, knowing player relationships. And in our head coach's defense, Stephanie White, she's fantastic at that stuff. Like, you can question Stephanie White, not her basketball knowledge, but you can question her rotations. Like, the flaws when it comes to Stephanie White are a lot of, like, basketball things. You can question her basketball philosophy. You can question her philosophically. But what you can't do is question Stephanie White's leadership ability. And I think that's where you question Tyler Marsh. He's never been a head coach before. And look, if you've ever coached basketball, you know there's a big difference between being a head coach and being an assistant coach. Like again, I'm someone who's an assistant coach at the semi-professional level, and I know that there's a big difference between what I'm doing now, where I can focus on like game plans, I can focus on certain things. I don't like there's certain things like player relationships, knowing when to put in players, knowing about rotations, when to call timeouts. That I know it'd be horrific at without the experience. And that's the thing where it's like it's very rare that an assistant coach comes in and takes over as a head coach, and a lifelong assistant coach and is immediately a good head coach, especially being thrown in at the level of the WNBA, which is a really high level of coaching, because there's as much there is absolutely as much pressure on you as any other sports league in the world without the money. But anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.